Alright, as promised, I want to give you guys an update as to what has been talked about. We met this morning as a 6th grade team and created this document here that basically is office hours for students and parents to reach out to us. I think we're going to do Google Meet. You can always email me, or even better on Dojo. I can be contacted with at any time, as any message you send me on here sends me a text to my phone. Some things I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, also tomorrow morning is our school meeting online with our admin and everybody that's at East. Until then, I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what we do on a daily basis to kind of help the kids keep some kind of regularity in their schedule. Monday mornings they come in late. We have a meeting where we just talk about whatever, character development, or teachers do different things during this time. It's more for making relationships with your kids. At 9:30 on Monday and 8:30 on Tuesday through Friday, we do specials. And here's the specials schedule. It may look kind of confusing right now, but it's not really. For example, we'll skip Monday. It changes from this date to this date. So after 4:13, it would have changed. We would have rotated. But Tuesday through Friday, if you're in my class, you'll have PE from 8:30 to 9, and then library from 9 to 9:30. PE. At 6th grade, you can have them jog, do up downs, push-ups, crunches, jumping jacks, star jumps, all kinds of cool stuff. I want to talk with the PE teacher to see what kind of things he wants to relay to you guys. Library, I reached out to Mr. Walker. Pretty much, I believe that was a reading time. And this changed every day. You have band for my class on Wednesday and Friday. And then tech was she had them doing all kinds of cool stuff. I seen them work on their typing skills, work on their research. So that's how specials work. So during that time, for that hour, your kids are doing specials. Mondays doesn't have power groups. We skip straight into this section. Science, social studies, art, health, read to self. And on Tuesday through Friday, they do have power group. Power group they were split up by their performance on STAR math test online. And they were, each math teacher was doing something different at their level. Same with reading. So for the hour, they're doing, I had the highest group, so they were doing freshman level algebra stuff, and they were getting pretty good at it. But that hour block can be, if you want to follow some sort of schedule for power groups, that can be something. Okay, this time you got math. You could do arts. It's your kid. So I know with my kids, I'll probably keep this reading. My own personal kids at home, I'll probably keep this reading part. And I'll make this a quick power math session where they do something that maybe they've been working on, something that they haven't quite grasped. I'll say, all right, let's re-review this. And then we'll do the power reading, and which, I don't know, might be read to self. And then this section, with my own kids, I'll try to make a lot of science. Social studies, we were getting into like the indigenous people of the Americas. And then health was another resource I'd like to get going for you guys as well. It might not be this week. We're going to slowly set stuff up for you guys to have access to on my end. And a lot of it for the first day or two is going to be math. Then we went to recess about the same time both days. Then they got back. I did math. Stelza Miller began and Chittister did math, and then at these transition times, those kids switched to writing. So they went to Odom, Cooner, and Upton. And my class got split into thirds, and I got a third of each class, so that was kind of fun. But then they did writing, which I hope your other teacher, our partner teachers will help support those kids in that. And once they are done from this time period to this time period, it is homeroom time, which basically was clean up, and then they stretch. I had them stretch, and I had them talk about what they learned today, and then we did a breakdown. So if I heard any kid, get called out from another teacher in a good way, I'll say, hey, so-and-so, break them down because you exemplified leadership skills, that we're looking for as a part of this classroom and a part of the school. So that was kind of our daily schedule, but I want to really get into, these are your packets that you're going to see. I think it's a lot to kind of deal with. I believe they're expected to reach you April 6th, from what I've heard. Let's see. Either the end of this week or the beginning of next week. I think they get sent out here, and you should have them here somewhere. But I don't really want to wait. These kids have gotten 2 weeks off. I'm not going to go through what you're going to get. I want to use this software that I'm recording on to kind of help you get through this stuff without having to sit here in office hours and wait for people to ask me a few questions and then, I can't, our time's up or whatever. You got to wait a whole nother week. Actually, you can ask any day and during these times any question. It doesn't have. If you're in my class, you don't have to wait for me on Friday. You can ask Chittister, Stelza Mueller, whoever's here these times. It's just hard for me because we're kind of up in the mountain here. So recording this and putting it on YouTube is probably our best bet. But because I'm going to go through this, you shouldn't have too many questions for you or your kid. And the last thing I want to show you before I end this video is kind of what we do as teachers. So if you go to ODE Common Core Standards, it will pull up Oregon's Department of Education standards, and all the Common Core states, they should be the same anyway. But you have all your subjects here. I usually do math, but you can go through each one of these just like we're about to. I'll click math standards. You can click. It's open to the public, so you can look through all this as much as your heart desires. For the purpose of this quick video, I want to show you what the standards document looks like. So this is what the Excel spreadsheet looks like. So this is all the standards your child should go through as a 6th grade student. These first standards are generic standards that let me see if I can expand this. All students should, at all levels, are going to have to make sense of problems and persevere through solving. That's pretty much any subject. Reason abstractly and quantitatively, so think outside the box. Construct arguments and critique the reasoning of others, so working together and, figuring out why somebody did whatever they did. Modeling. Anytime you see the word modeling, it's some kind of visual representation of the problem at hand. Using appropriate tools strategically. To me, that's, taking the equations you learn and all the other types of modeling that you've learned and knowing how to use them for problems. Attend to precision. That can be taken many ways. Being precise can mean place value, or it could just mean fine details. Look for and make use of structure. So the words, the way the words are written typically in the sentence, the structure of the problem, knowing how to use that to find your answer. I don't want to really go through each one of these, but the first part, if you looked at the packet, where are you at? The first thing is understanding ratios and rates. So you go here, as you can see, understanding ratios and rates. So these are the standard codes, and this is what you're going to do as a standard. I like looking at it better here in these grade level documents. So this is grade 6 PDF. You go down, it talks about what the critical areas of math are in this grade level, and then it talks about what the standards are. So understanding ratio concepts and use ratio reasoning to solve problems. If I copy that on my keyboard and hit paste in a search bar, it's going to come up with all sorts of resources for me. As a parent, if you're looking at what your kids should be doing, look at Khan Academy is very popular when it comes to math. You click on it, and it takes you right to the Common Core page. So there you go, Common Core Math, Ratios and Proportional Relationships. Look at the code, 6.rpa.a.1. You go back here to what it is. Let's actually go here. 6.rp.1. So it's the exact same thing. The A just stands for this right here, part A. So you're really, it's not hard. I mean, you look at what the Common Core Standards are. I mean, sometimes I like this view, just knowing, kind of reading through what the explanation is. But the part that's not hard is just taking the standard and copying and pasting it into your browser, and then it's gonna come up with everything you need. And I just want this to be a good resource for parents and students. You click on equivalent ratios if that's what you're struggling with. You have all the practice you want. I could assign this. I do actually for my own personal kids. So I just got done going through their lessons and assigning this. They have until 6, which is why it's quiet. And then I'm going to talk to them about what they learned, and they're going to tell me in words what they learned. So they're not just going through and clicking, oh, okay, that's not correct. Let me try again. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, luck. They're going to have to tell me why this ratio is equivalent to 6 to 10. Oh, 3 goes into 6 twice and 5 goes into 10 twice. Or however you want to say it. Oh, it's a least common multiple of that ratio. Or it's simplified from this ratio. There's tons of ways to say the same thing in math. These are multiples of this ratio. 6 times 4 is 24. 10 times 4 is 40. That's why it's a equivalent ratio. And that's the word you want them to say. That ratio is equivalent because, and then they explain. Anyway, I could go on and on about math. I love math. And I hope that this has kind of lightened your path. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I will touch base with you guys, parents, students, after that meeting with the admin tomorrow, the school-wide one. And I know a lot of the teachers want to set up setting up hangouts for their kids. I want to kind of do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday math, and like a Tuesday, Thursday science, health, art type thing. So we could do a hangout. Let's see. Actually, let you guys tell me what day or time is best, and I'm sure everybody's gonna have different days and times, but we'll try to see which one's common, and we can get that going. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I guess Dojo never loaded. And if you're not on Dojo, let me know. I can get you guys that code. But I hope you're doing well, and hopefully we see each other soon.